Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back, everybody. Momma Jo here. I'm going to make some zucchini bread tonight. And we'll be sure to leave the link on where I got this recipe. Allrecipes.com, and it was submitted by Audrey Lavoie. I hope I said that correctly. This is my go-to recipe. I have made this many times, and in my opinion, this is one of the best zucchini breads out there. I have already preheated my oven to 350 degrees. You will need 2 loaf pans, and I have 2 loaf pans sitting over here already sprayed and ready. It recommends a 9-inch by 5-inch by 3-inch pan. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put dry ingredients in this bowl. And I wanted to, usually I have everything already measured out for you. I wanted you all to see how I personally like to, when I do my cookies or any of my baked goods, they say you should never scoop, because a lot of times if you scoop your flour into your container, it packs it in there. And then that's why a lot of bakers will use a kitchen scale, and they get everything measured out that way, because when it comes to baking, is, in my opinion, is a little different than actually cooking. Cooking is something that you can just kind of feel, go by how you feel and taste on things. Baking, you need to be a little more precise on ingredients. So what I like to do is I just take a big spoon, and I like to just see how I'm just dropping it in there like that until it's overfilled. And then I take a butter knife, the flat edge, and I just go right across the top and level it off. Okay, so we're going to put in 3 cups of all-purpose flour. So there's 1. Okay, there's 2. And I've always done that, and I attribute that to maybe the success in how my baked goods turn out. And that's just the way I've always done it. Okay, there's 3. Okay, so I'm going to get this flour out of the way. So right now we're just doing all the dry ingredients. Okay, I have some sugar. And we're going to put in 2 cups of white granulated sugar. 1, 2. Okay, move this out of the way. All right, the next thing we want to add is 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Okay, this looks like baking powder, but it's actually baking soda. And I'll level that off too. Okay, put the lid on that. We want 1 teaspoon of salt. Now we need 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. I'm down to the pretty much nitty-gritty on this one. I might have to open up a new container. I always keep cinnamon on hand because I go through a lot of it. Okay, that's actually a little bit over, but that's okay. Just a little bit. It'll actually make it taste better, in my opinion. Okay. And 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder. Okay. Now that's all of our dry ingredients. Now we're going to whisk these ingredients together. just till they're well combined. Okay, I'm just going to move this out of the way for a minute. Now we're going to work on the wet ingredients. Okay, I need to get another bowl. Okay, let me go over here and grab this bowl. Okay, here we go. All right, in this bowl, we are going to put in 3 eggs. Okay. We are going to put in, I have a 1/2 cup of oil, and this, I'm just using canola oil. Okay, we're going to put in a 1/2 cup of sour cream. I think this really makes this zucchini bread really moist and delicious, is adding the sour cream. You can't taste the sour cream for those who don't like sour cream. It just, like I said, helps keep your zucchini bread moist. Let's see here. We're going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Let me grab that. Okay. Okay. That is all of our wet ingredients. I'm gonna I'm just taking a whisk. I mean, you could use a mixer if you wanted to, but I just don't see the need in doing that. I've always done it this way. We're just beating it so that the sour cream and the eggs are well blended with the oil and the vanilla extract. Okay, now what we'll want to do is bring our dry ingredients back over, and I'm going to put the wet ingredients into the dry ingredients. Try to get as much as you can of that out of there. Handy dandy little spatula here. Try to get as much as you can of that out. Okay. Now, I'm just going to mix these two together, the wet and the dry. I usually use a spoon for this part. Scrape some of this off of here. Okay. All right. There we go. It's kind of a thick batter. Okay. I've got just about all the dry ingredients mixed in. Okay. So, if any of you have been following me and watching some of my other videos, you might have saw me making the zucchini fritters. Okay, in that recipe, we wanted to drain the water off because we were making zucchini cakes, zucchini fritters. In this recipe, you do not want to do that because you want all this moisture that's in the zucchini. That is a must in this recipe. So here I have 2 cups of shredded zucchini. You can leave the skin on if you prefer. I actually took the skin off of this one because it had been in the refrigerator for a little while and it started to get a little wilty looking. It probably wouldn't have hurt anything, but I just decided to take it off. Sometimes they can get tough too. So I'm just going to put this zucchini right in here. And I'm going to stir that in. I know my brother Johnny, he really likes my zucchini bread. My mother loves zucchini bread. Okay, now the nuts is optional. I mean, you could put walnuts. I'm using pecans because I think pecans go best in zucchini bread. I'm using about a cup because this is going to be for 2 loaves. But if you don't want nuts, or you know somebody that's allergic to nuts, you can just omit that and leave it out. Let me tell you another addition that would be excellent in this is you could add some chocolate chips. And then it could be a chocolate, or it could be a zucchini bread with chocolate chips. That's really delicious too. Okay, I've got this all stirred in. Now all we have to do is get them in the pans. So what you want to do is just divide the batter up between these 2 loaves. I really like these silicone loaf pans because they really make getting your breads out a lot easier. Okay. And you just kind of have to eyeball it to try to even it out as close as you can. Okay. Maybe one more scoop on this side. Let's see what I can scrape here to put on this other side. Okay. I'm gonna smooth this out as much as I can. Just kind of level it out. And just like I do my banana bread and everything, I'm gonna tap them a little bit to make sure there's no trapped air bubbles or anything in there. Just go like that. Okay, this is going to go in my oven. Like I said, 350 degrees for about an hour. And I'll show you what they look like when they're done. Thanks for watching. Here they are, folks. 2 beautiful loaves of pecan zucchini bread. Probably upload a short tomorrow for a taste test. I hope you all enjoyed watching this video. Hope you like, comment, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching.